idea for a short story.
I was injured 9 years ago in a freak accident. Someone cut a tree onto my back. And after I came out of a month-long coma, as I was kind of reassembling my personality, I decided that I was going to treat myself to a job I loved coming into every morning. So I started MPAX 6 years ago with that in mind. Well, world domination is in our mission statement. It's really, really simple. It's global domination. MPAX, global domination. There are a few way stations on the way. I don't think we'll get there in 10 years. But seriously, my hypothesis was that nonprofits were not particularly good at communicating, that they regarded text and the written word as holy. And since they were all doing work for the good of mankind, money should start rushing in because they were so good. At the end of the day, people who work for the public good work with as much self-interest as someone running a hedge fund. If we can't get to the self-interest, if we can't understand what pushes the buttons of people who operate nonprofits, we can't do our work. Because the motivation piece is then missing, and we're not able to tell a story. There's no narrative. The challenges were in getting nonprofits to understand the importance of communication and the importance of narrative. Nonprofits look at things like stories and pictures and appearance as fluff and start from a point of view, traditionally, that's against it. We're not going to spend our money that should be going to a starving group of children in Africa on this. To which the reply is, well, would you like to be serving more starving children in Africa? The answer is universally yes. Well, this is what you have to do. You have to be able to communicate your story. I have a dream about what the next Haiti will look like. The next Haiti has a tag for every moving picture that describes the identity of a child, for instance, the problem, what's it going to cost to solve the problem, and how can you follow the child up. We're very, very big on communication from the field in philanthropies, so that donors really have a very straight line to seeing where their dollars are actually going in the field. What I hope is that we are a bunch of satellites. I'm very much of a believer in big companies succeeding as a series of small companies, as a series of satellites providing basic services, and off you go. Right now, we have in-house capability in branding, in web, and in copy. I see us getting more into video, getting deeper than simple websites in terms of our web work. We're heading into 3.0, Web 3.0. And for us, there are fascinating possibilities there. Web 3.0 is the semantic web, where intention is much better understood by search engines and by typical navigation methods today. And there are just tremendously exciting things that can happen. Originally, I'd wanted MPAX to be oriented toward Israel. Every country in the world has a word or a phrase associated with it. What's the first word that comes to mind when you think about Italy? That might be food, that might be passion, it might be beaches, it might be antiquities. It could be any of a number of things, but they all go together to create a single picture. In the case of Israel, I have a real problem. And at first it stems from my extremely strong emotional attachment to the country. I experience a lot of queasiness and unease when I watch the product of the Foreign Ministry or Ministry of Tourism trying to convey the essence of Israel, which I think has, until now, absolutely missed the mark. You'll hear something about military, about concrete, barbed wire, about guns, about terrorism, things associated with violence, which is not a terribly pretty picture, but it's impossible to remove that element from the Israeli brand. Among the high-tech, the biotech, the beaches, Bar Rafaeli, and all the wonderful things that go on in this country, inevitably you will hear something about conflict. I love this country, and I think that if its brand and what it projected was honest and came from its soul, because that, at the end of the day, is what a brand is about. But the critical thing is, what is the soul of this country? You can leverage the pressure cooker that Israel's in, that's brought about by the conflict, as the basis for creation of all of the extremely positive things it has to offer the world. But Israel will have an honest brand and an honest message when its communications exemplify and express that this comes out of a pressure cooker. This comes out of a really lousy neighborhood where there is threat and where there's violence and existence is in question from day to day. It's very abrupt, it's very direct, it's very focused. Israelis have terrible manners by and large. They don't like to speak niceties in business meetings. They're always at a loss about what to say for the first 10 minutes of a meeting. Israelis don't make small talk. Israelis only know big talk and getting right to the point. So the essence, and that's driven by the conflict, is that Israel is the place that gets the job done. Israel kicks ass, in the positive sense.
Once missiles are in the air, coming at you, you have to be able to shoot them down. Ballistic missile technology is rapidly proliferating. Nuclear technology is also rapidly proliferating. Look at the rate at which new kinds of weapon systems have been absorbed into military structures. It's always been very slow. Our challenge now is to speed that process up.
I hope I die before I get old.
I wanted to study what is considered the hardest language in the world, and a growing superpower in a country that everybody says is impossible to understand. I think Chinese and Israelis actually have a lot of interesting similarities. China's ascendancy in world politics, it's going to shift the balance. China really is the biggest story for the rest of my life.